What if your body has been sending you signals that you are actually healthier than you believe, but you have been too focused on what is wrong to notice what is going right? Every single day, seniors across America walk into doctors' offices convinced that their bodies are failing them, only to overlook the remarkable things their bodies are still doing exceptionally well. In the next few minutes, you are going to discover 7 science-backed signs that your body is aging better than average. These are signs that most doctors never mention during routine checkups, but that researchers at institutions like Harvard Medical School, Johns Hopkins, and the Mayo Clinic consider reliable indicators of longevity and continued vitality. This is not wishful thinking or empty reassurance. This is documented science that could completely change how you view your own health. And sign number 4, it is something so unexpected that most people have never even considered it as a health marker, yet studies show it may be one of the most accurate predictors of how well your brain is actually aging. Gloria was a 68-year-old woman from Tennessee who went to her doctor completely convinced that her body was falling apart because she focused only on her minor aches and occasional forgetfulness. Her doctor surprised her by pointing out 5 specific things her body was still doing remarkably well. She left that appointment with an entirely different perspective on her own health, realizing she had been ignoring powerful evidence of her continued vitality. Sign 1. You can stand up from a chair without using your hands. This simple movement that you probably perform multiple times every day without thinking reveals more about your overall health than most standard medical tests. It seems so ordinary that almost nobody considers it significant, yet researchers have been studying this exact movement for decades because of what it tells them about a person's true functional age. The ability to rise from a seated position without using your hands to push off requires a complex combination of leg strength, core stability, balance, and neuromuscular coordination working together seamlessly. When all these systems function properly, standing up feels effortless. When any of them begin to decline, you instinctively start reaching for armrests or pushing off from your thighs to compensate. Researchers at the European Society of Cardiology conducted a landmark study that found the ability to rise from a seated position without hand support strongly correlates with lower mortality risk and better overall cardiovascular health. The Mayo Clinic has confirmed that this single movement tests multiple body systems simultaneously, making it one of the most comprehensive functional assessments available without any medical equipment. Think about what this movement actually requires from your body. Your quadriceps must generate enough force to lift your entire body weight. Your core muscles must stabilize your trunk throughout the motion. Your balance system must continuously adjust to keep you from falling forward or backward. Your brain must coordinate all of these actions in perfect sequence. When you stand up easily without assistance, every single one of these systems is demonstrating competence. Many seniors who can easily perform this movement dismiss it as completely ordinary, not realizing they possess functional strength that many people their age have already lost. They compare themselves to younger people and feel inadequate rather than comparing themselves to their actual peer group and recognizing their advantage. The truth is that millions of Americans over 60 already struggle with this basic movement and have begun relying on furniture, walls, and assistive devices to get from sitting to standing. If you can still do this unassisted, you are demonstrating physical capability that places you well above average for your age group. This is not nothing. This is evidence that your musculoskeletal system and nervous system are working together effectively. Test yourself right now by sitting in a firm chair with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest to remove the temptation to use them, then stand up smoothly without leaning forward excessively or requiring multiple attempts. If you can do this easily and repeat it several times without fatigue, your lower body strength and balance are functioning well above average for people in your age group. Raymond, a 72-year-old man from Ohio, assumed his body was deteriorating because of normal aches and pains, until a physical therapist showed him that his ability to rise from a chair unassisted placed him in the top 20% of men his age for functional strength. Recognize this ability as the genuine health asset it truly is. Take steps today to maintain it through regular movement, walking, and activities that keep your legs strong. Sign 2. Your grip strength remains firm. Can you still open jars without struggling, carry grocery bags from the car without discomfort, and shake hands with confidence and firmness? If so, your body is telling you something profoundly important about your overall health that extends far beyond just your hands and forearms. Grip strength has emerged in recent years as one of the most studied health markers in gerontology research, because it correlates so powerfully with outcomes that seem completely unrelated to hand function. Scientists initially assumed grip strength only reflected local muscle condition, but decades of research have revealed it serves as a window into the health of your entire body, including organs and systems far removed from your fingers. Research published in the Lancet, one of the world's most prestigious medical journals, and confirmed by Hopkins Medicine, identifies grip strength as one of the most reliable biomarkers of overall health and longevity currently available. Scientists have found that grip strength predicts cardiovascular health, cognitive function, and even survival rates more accurately than blood pressure measurements in many populations. This seems almost impossible until you understand why it works. Your grip strength reflects your overall muscle mass and quality throughout your body, not just in your hands. It indicates your nutritional status and your body's ability to maintain muscle tissue. It reveals the health of your nervous system and its ability to activate muscles fully. It even correlates with inflammatory markers that affect heart and brain health. Seniors with strong grip often completely undervalue this indicator, not understanding that it reflects the condition of muscles throughout their entire body and correlates directly with their ability to maintain independence in daily activities. Opening jars, carrying objects, holding railings, getting up from the floor if you fall, maintaining balance when you stumble, all of these depend on grip strength and the overall muscular health it represents. When researchers want to quickly assess someone's biological age versus their chronological age, grip strength testing is often one of the first measurements they take. A 70-year-old with the grip strength of an average 55-year-old is genuinely physiologically younger in important ways than their birth certificate suggests. Pay attention to everyday tasks that require grip and assess how you perform them. If you can firmly grasp objects, carry bags with reasonable weight, turn doorknobs without difficulty, and complete daily tasks without hand fatigue, your muscular system is aging remarkably well. Anita, a 75-year-old woman from New Mexico, spent months worrying about her health until her grandson pointed out that she still beat everyone in the family at arm wrestling and remained the go-to person for opening every stubborn jar in the kitchen. That simple observation changed her entire perspective on her body's capabilities. Value your grip strength as a vital health marker and challenge your hands daily with activities like gardening, cooking, carrying groceries, or even squeezing a stress ball while watching television to maintain this critical indicator of whole-body vitality. Sign 3. You recover quickly from minor illnesses. How fast you bounce back from a common cold, a mild stomach bug, or a minor infection reveals the true strength of your immune system far more accurately than simply counting how often you get sick. Some people focus entirely on whether they catch a cold while completely ignoring how their body handles the illness once it arrives. Getting sick occasionally is normal and even expected, but recovering efficiently demonstrates that your immune system identifies threats properly, mounts an appropriate response, eliminates the pathogen successfully, and then returns your body to normal function with excessive inflammation or lingering symptoms. This sequence requires countless immune cells and signaling molecules working in precise coordination. Immunologists at Harvard Medical School have documented extensively that recovery time from common illnesses is a direct reflection of immune system efficiency and responsiveness. The National Institute on Aging has confirmed that seniors who recover from minor illnesses within normal timeframes possess immune systems functioning significantly better than average for their age group. As people age, immune function often becomes either underactive, leading to prolonged infections, or dysregulated, leading to excessive inflammation that slows healing. When your body clears an infection quickly and returns to normal energy levels without complications, it demonstrates that your immune system has avoided both of these common aging patterns. Your white blood cells are responding appropriately, your inflammatory response is well calibrated, and your body's recovery mechanisms remain intact. Many seniors focus only on the fact that they got sick in the first place, rather than noticing how quickly they return to normal, missing important positive evidence about their immune health. They remember feeling miserable for a few days and conclude their body is weak, without recognizing that quick resolution of symptoms actually demonstrates strength. A cold that lays someone out for 3 weeks suggests immune dysfunction. A cold that resolves in 5 to 7 days with steady improvement each day suggests a robust and well-functioning immune response. The difference matters enormously for long-term health outcomes and your body's ability to handle more serious challenges if they arise. Track your recovery patterns after minor illnesses, starting with the next time you feel under the weather. Note when symptoms begin, when they peak, and when you return to normal energy and function. If a typical cold resolves within 7 to 10 days and you return to your usual activity levels quickly afterward, your immune system is performing exceptionally well for your age. Chester, a 69-year-old man from Michigan, realized his immune system was far stronger than he thought when he recovered completely from a winter cold in just 5 days, while his younger co-worker remained sick for nearly 2 weeks. Recognize quick recovery as the immune strength it genuinely presents, and continue supporting your body's natural defenses through regular sleep, balanced nutrition, moderate physical activity, and stress management starting today. Sign 4. Your sense of smell remains sharp. Here is the sign that surprises almost everyone who hears about it, yet researchers consider it one of the most significant indicators of healthy brain aging currently known to science. Your ability to smell coffee brewing in the morning, to distinguish between different spices in your cabinet, to notice when flowers are blooming outside your window, these everyday sensory experiences reveal something profound about the health of your brain that most people never consider. The connection seems strange at first because we think of smell as separate from cognition, but the anatomy of your olfactory system tells a different story. The nerves responsible for smell connect directly to brain regions involved in memory, emotion, and cognitive processing, making your nose a direct window into your brain's condition. Groundbreaking research from the University of Chicago found that sense of smell is directly connected to brain health and can predict longevity more accurately than many traditional medical measurements. Neurologists at Columbia University have confirmed that the olfactory system is closely linked to the hippocampus and other brain structures responsible for memory formation and cognitive function. The National Institute on Aging reports that maintaining a sharp sense of smell well into later years often indicates that these critical brain structures remain healthy and functional. When the brain areas responsible for smell begin to deteriorate, this degradation often precedes noticeable cognitive changes by years. Conversely, when these areas remain healthy, overall brain function tends to remain stronger across all domains. Most seniors have never once considered their sense of smell as a health indicator, completely overlooking powerful evidence that their brain is aging better than average. They notice that they can still identify their grandchild's shampoo, their spouse's cooking, or the particular smell of rain on pavement, but they never connect these abilities to brain health. Meanwhile, they worry about normal age-related memory changes like occasionally forgetting a name, not realizing that their sharp nose provides far more reassurance about their cognitive trajectory than these minor lapses should cause concern. Smell testing has become so valued in neurological research that some scientists consider it one of the most underutilized assessment tools in clinical practice. Test your sense of smell by identifying common household scents with your eyes closed. Ask a family member to present you with coffee, vanilla extract, cinnamon, lemon, lavender, or other distinctive items, and see how quickly and accurately you can identify each one. If you can distinguish between different scents and notice subtle smells in your daily environment without difficulty, this strongly suggests your brain's sensory processing systems remain robust and well-maintained. Dolores, a 73-year-old woman from Virginia, had never thought about her sense of smell as meaningful until she read about this research and realized she could still identify every spice in her extensive cabinet blindfolded, something her 50-year-old daughter actually struggled to do. Start paying attention to this overlooked indicator today and actively engage your sense of smell through cooking with aromatic herbs, enjoying flowers, and consciously noticing environmental scents to support continued brain health. Sign 5. Your wounds heal within a normal time frame. The speed at which your body repairs minor cuts, scrapes, bruises, and skin injuries reveals the efficiency of multiple body systems working together, including your circulatory system, your immune response, and your cellular regeneration capacity. Wound healing seems simple from the outside because you just watch the skin close back up. But underneath that surface, an incredibly complex cascade of biological events must occur in precise sequence. Blood vessels must constrict to stop bleeding, then dilate to bring repair cells to the area. Immune cells must clear debris and prevent infection. New tissue must form to fill the gap. Finally, the wound must remodel and strengthen over time. Each stage requires different cells, different signals, and different nutrients delivered through your bloodstream. Researchers at the Johns Hopkins Wound Healing Center have established that wound healing speed directly reflects vascular health, immune function, and cellular regeneration capacity in ways that predict overall health outcomes. The Cleveland Clinic confirms that normal healing times in seniors indicate proper blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues, adequate immune response, preventing infection, healthy collagen production, rebuilding structure, and appropriate inflammatory responses that resolve when no longer needed. When any of these systems underperform, healing slows noticeably. Poor circulation means repair materials arrive too slowly. Immune dysfunction means infection risk increases, and cleanup takes longer. Nutritional deficiencies mean the raw materials for new tissue are not available. The fact that your wounds heal normally indicates none of these problems exist. Seniors with normal healing times often fail to recognize this as meaningful evidence of systemic health, overlooking a clear sign that their circulation, immune function, and cellular repair mechanisms remain strong and well coordinated. They get a small cut, watch it heal over a week or two, and think nothing of it because that seems ordinary. But ordinary wound healing in your 70s requires your body to execute thousands of coordinated actions successfully. The ordinariness is itself remarkable. Meanwhile, millions of people with diabetes, circulatory problems, immune dysfunction, or nutritional deficiencies experience wounds that take weeks or months to close, require medical intervention, or become seriously infected. Notice how your body handles minor cuts, scrapes, and bruises over the coming weeks. If small wounds close and scab over within a few days, show steady improvement, and resolve completely within 1 to 2 weeks, your healing mechanisms are working efficiently. If bruises fade from purple to yellow to gone within 2 to 3 weeks, your blood vessels and cleanup systems are performing well. Franklin, a 77-year-old man from Georgia, noticed that a small cut on his hand while gardening healed completely in just 8 days, the same time frame his doctor said would be expected for someone decades younger. Recognize healthy healing as the evidence of systemic strength it genuinely represents, and maintain the habits that support this function, including adequate protein intake, good hydration, and regular gentle movement that keeps blood flowing to all tissues. Sign 6. You can balance on 1 foot for at least 10 seconds. When was the last time you actually tested your balance intentionally, rather than simply assuming it must be declining because of your age? Many seniors believe their balance is getting worse simply because they feel slightly less steady than they remember feeling at 30, but they have never actually measured their balance ability against appropriate benchmarks for their age group. The ability to stand on one leg requires constant micro-adjustments from your inner ear, your eyes, your proprioceptors sensing joint position, and your muscles responding to all this information instantaneously. When these systems work well together, you can balance without conscious effort. The fact that you can do this reveals sophisticated neurological coordination that many people your age have already lost. Balance researchers at the Mayo Clinic have identified single-leg standing time as a powerful predictor of fall risk and overall neurological health in aging populations. A significant study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that inability to balance on one leg for 10 seconds was associated with dramatically higher mortality risk over the following decade, while those who could maintain balance demonstrated superior nervous system function, better body awareness, and more effective coordination between sensory and motor systems. This test works because it removes the stability compensation you get from having 2 points of contact with the ground. On one leg, your balance system cannot hide any weaknesses. Either you can coordinate all the necessary systems to stay upright, or you cannot. Many seniors with perfectly good balance never actually test it and simply assume their balance must be declining because of their age, not realizing they possess this crucial protective ability that many of their peers have already lost. They hold onto railings out of habit rather than necessity. They avoid challenges to their balance because they fear falling rather than because they actually would fall. This overcaution can actually accelerate balance decline because the balance system, like all body systems, requires regular challenge to maintain function. The senior who never tests their balance loses it faster than the one who regularly challenges it through normal activities and intentional practice. Safely test your balance by standing near a counter or sturdy chair for support if needed, then lifting 1 foot slightly off the ground while looking straight ahead. Time. How long you can hold this position on each leg before needing to put your foot down or grab for support. If you can hold this position for 10 seconds or more on each leg, your vestibular system, proprioception, and neuromuscular coordination are functioning well above the threshold associated with concerning fall risk. Lorraine, a 71-year-old woman from Colorado, discovered during a physical therapy evaluation that she could balance on 1 foot for over 20 seconds, placing her in excellent standing for fall prevention and demonstrating neurological function far better than she had assumed. Test your balance today to confirm this ability and practice it regularly by standing on 1 foot while brushing your teeth, waiting for coffee to brew, or talking on the phone to maintain this vital protective function. Sign 7. You maintain regular hunger signals and healthy appetite. Feeling genuinely hungry at regular meal times and actually enjoying the experience of eating is a sign of metabolic health that far too many seniors take completely for granted. Appetite seems like such a basic thing that we rarely consider it meaningful. Yet the presence of normal hunger signals indicates that multiple hormonal and neurological systems are working in proper coordination. The hormones that trigger hunger, the brain regions that process those signals, the digestive system preparing for food, and the reward systems that make eating pleasurable must all function together to produce the simple experience of looking forward to your next meal. When any of these systems malfunction, appetite suffers in ways that create cascading health problems. Nutrition researchers at Tufts University have documented extensively that consistent appetite and regular hunger signals indicate healthy metabolic function and proper hormonal regulation of energy balance. Geriatricians at Duke University have noted that maintained appetite in older adults correlates strongly with better nutritional status, preserved muscle mass, more stable weight, and overall vitality compared to seniors who experience appetite suppression, early fullness, or loss of interest in food. Declining appetite in aging is common but not inevitable, and its presence often indicates underlying issues ranging from depression to chronic inflammation to medication side effects to digestive problems. The senior who still gets genuinely hungry 3 times a day and enjoys meals fully has avoided these common appetite suppressors. Seniors who still enjoy food and feel hungry at mealtimes often fail to appreciate this as the metabolic health indicator it truly represents, not understanding that many of their peers struggle with reduced appetite, unintentional weight loss, and declining nutritional status. They might even feel embarrassed about their hearty appetite, as though enjoying food is somehow unseemly at their age. In reality, that appetite is keeping them nourished, helping them maintain muscle mass, supporting their immune function through adequate protein and nutrients, and contributing to their quality of life through one of humanity's most fundamental pleasures. Appetite is not something to apologize for. It is something to celebrate and honor. Pay attention to your hunger patterns over the next several days. Do you wake up wanting breakfast? Do you feel genuinely hungry by lunchtime? Do you look forward to dinner and enjoy the taste and smell of your food? If you answered yes to these questions, your metabolic signaling systems are functioning properly and supporting your nutritional needs effectively. Vincent, a 74-year-old man from Arizona, casually mentioned to his doctor during a checkup that he still got hungry 3 times a day and looked forward to every meal. And his doctor immediately responded that this simple fact was one of the most positive indicators in his entire health assessment. Appreciate your healthy appetite as the metabolic gift it truly is, and continue honoring your hunger signals by eating regular, nourishing meals that give your body the fuel and nutrients it needs to keep functioning optimally. These 7 signs represent genuine scientific indicators that your body may be aging far better than you have been giving it credit for. From the strength in your legs that lifts you from a chair to the sharpness of your sense of smell that reveals ongoing brain health, your body has been sending you positive messages that deserve your recognition and appreciation. The research from institutions like Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and the Mayo Clinic is clear on this point. These markers matter enormously for predicting health outcomes, often more than traditional measurements, and if you possess even several of them, you have concrete evidence that your health trajectory is stronger than average. This knowledge should not make you complacent, but it should give you confidence and motivation to maintain the vitality you clearly possess. If this video helped you see your health in a new and more positive light, leave a comment below, sharing which signs surprised you the most, or which ones you discovered you have. Hit that like button so we can help more seniors recognize the health and vitality they already possess, and share this video right now with a friend or family member who needs to hear this encouraging message today. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications, because every week we bring you new content designed specifically to help you live your healthiest, most confident, and most independent life at any age.